my shoulder. You got a picture me.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Detroit! Over!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On the counter, Elliott. And He'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yard Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And taken at the 46. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start the drive with Cook, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. How
about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They're going deep for Hill. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A toss to Cook. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gun! 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 Detroit! 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 Check. Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And that is no good. Oh, he hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Green 90! Ace! Ace!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on first down. Cook, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go now.
Handoff comes to Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Z. Slow.
Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10.
Hey, we got 4 Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And now running right through it. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Over.
Again, it's Elliott. Nice move at the 40. And he's got this down to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw. So he shifts past him. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll set up to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's third and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go. Blue 45.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Mike, check, 59.
On the run, Darkwa. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Four down. Check. Hey, get him.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney.
They go to Elliott again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
4 down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And this one is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey. Kill. Tighten up. Detroit.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, It's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.